What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, I want to talk about the higher time frames such as the weekly and take a look at the RSI to understand where we could be in this market cycle. Because yes, it looks like it is bullish. We could hit $40,000 in the next coming weeks. However, I don't think we're going to reach all-time highs in the coming months. We are likely going to peak out at some point and have a deeper correction and then start the proper rally after that correction. That will be explained in today's episode. And of course, I'll be going through some technical analysis here on the short time frame. I'm going to explain why I shorted here at 31,140 range, okay? And also taking a look here at what has been going on with the Legends trading community on Discord, because yes, some of us did not manage to get into some of this pumpy action. We were very cautious with the situation, but we have been talking about some great trading opportunities and understanding the market, longing from this zone here at $29,800 range, which will be explained here, and also that shorting opportunity that we had here at $31,150 area will be explained, of course, in today's episode, and what are the next possible scenarios for Bitcoin. So make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. Let's dive in here straight into the chart. We're taking a look at the weekly, guys, because yes, it looks absolutely great on the lower time frames. We can see Bitcoin pumping, right? People are starting to get a little bit excited as well, calling for 40,000, 50,000 potentially. I mean, possible it is, no doubt, okay? I do think that the price can pump several $1,000s more to the upside. But we want to understand which phase we are here in the market cycle, because the market has cycles, all right? They do not repeat, but they do rhyme. And we need to understand where we're currently at, because do you believe that Bitcoin will be hitting all-time highs in the next coming months? Well, I think not, okay? We are likely going to top out at some point here. We're going to explain it with the weekly RSI, just a bit of basic technical analysis, and understand where we're currently at. If you do see here, the RSI here on the last cycle hitting that, $20,000 range back in 2017, and then getting a major corrective move, okay? The bear market, then a big, massive relief rally. Well, I just want to explain to you, okay, with the RSI, we are at a very, very similar stage here from the last cycle back in the summer of 2019. Now, of course, we could have that bigger relief rally. Usually in the bear market, relief rallies are really powerful, okay? Get people excited, get people optimistic, saying, hey, we're actually going to go to higher levels, 50K, even higher. We just need to be a bit cautious right now with this situation. Yes, we do have a little bit more steam to go to the upside, no doubt about that. But we just want to be cautious, don't get too excited, because I am going to sell part of my Bitcoin in this rally above $30,000, scaling out a little bit, $32,000, $34,000, $35,000, $40,000 if we reach. I would, be selling another 10% potentially, okay? But never selling all of my Bitcoin, just in case we explode and go to $200,000, right? So yeah, going back here through this scenario, what I do see here that we have a very similar situation, because we have been in an aggressive bear market during 2022, just like we had in 2018. In 2019, we did have a really nice significant rally here. As you can see, massive bear market rally, breaking structure, just as we are doing right now at this moment. We broke the bear market structure here exactly at $25,000 and getting the bounce from the resistance. So that's absolutely phenomenal. And there is a possibility of pumping several $1,000s more to the upside. Now, we can see here on the weekly RSI how we went to the overbought territory back in May, June, July of 2019. All right, we haven't just hit that level just yet. And I think we could be hitting that level maybe in the coming weeks, right? Where we could hit the overbought territory. We could be hitting $35,000 or even $40,000, right? I'm not saying that we're going to hit it, but we could have, we do have a little bit of room, all right, to have that rally with the hype that there is currently with the BlackRock, the ETF that they've filed for, and, just basically general market sentiment. It looks a little bit bullish, so we could have a little bit more, of a pump in the coming weeks. It's definitely a possibility. But this is the bearish case scenario, of course. We need to acknowledge that we are hitting some very interesting resistance zones that we're going to talk about on the lower time frames. So just want to point you out that, hey, the likelihood of the market topping out in the coming weeks is very, very high, okay? This pump will not lead the price to all-time high with high probability, okay? Looking at the probabilities of the market, we're not going to be trading, okay, at over $60,000, $70,000, you know, by the end of the year. It's just unlikely. The market will likely get into a topping range and have a pretty aggressive corrective move, okay? It's just likely to happen, right? Just to understand here the structure of the market. So market high here, all-time highs, bear market, going to the oversold territory, bear market, going to the oversold territory, creating this bottom, all right? Everybody bearish here, calling for 10K. Everybody was bearish here at $3,000, calling for 1K. It did not happen. We had a relief rally, got people a little bit excited with the rally, okay? Same thing scenario is happening right now. It's the sentiment, the charts. You know, you can see the sentiment of the people on the chart, and this is just likely going to be topping out at some point, all right, in the coming weeks. So just something that I wanted to point out here, just to understand the structure. Let's dive in to the lower time frames. But first, guys, I want to remind you that the World Series of Trading is coming in the coming days, and I want you to be ready to join my team, okay? Because we're going to absolutely crush it. We were ranked 20 most of the competition last year. This year, I'm going to be updating on YouTube. I'm excited. I want you to join my team. If you haven't got a Bybit account, make sure to create one down below with insane bonus that there is available. And of course, join my team here in the next coming days that will be announced on YouTube. So very excited, guys. Make sure to be ready. Let's absolutely crush it. There's $8 million of prize pool for the top 10 teams. We were ranked 20 most of the competition. Let's try and get into the top 10 this year for sure. So going here to the lower time frames on Bitcoin, what can we see on the price of Bitcoin? What has happened here during the last few days? Of course, we had this major breakout of this descending wedge scenario. I missed out quite a lot on the opportunity of this pump, very much knowing that we were going to pump, guys, but this is what happens when you have very good risk management. You're very, very cautious, and of course, getting into long positions at some pumps is very, 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 very difficult. And I'm totally transparent about that, but I don't care at all because I know there's another opportunity around the corner. There's another opportunity tomorrow, right? This is how you need to think as a trader. You don't think, oh, I missed out big time on a potential move. It doesn't matter. I longed and I short, and I'm in great profits for the last couple of days. Where did I long? Where did I short? We're basically understanding these waves here to the upside. We could very much understand that this has been 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we are still inside of the 5th wave, right? And understanding this 4th wave, where could have you placed a long position? Well, this was mentioned on the Legends Trading community, okay? We're very cautious. I'm an educator. I talk about the scenarios and setups with very good risk management. It is not a signals channel. It is understanding, where we at, how could we manage our risk to potentially get into a trade scenario, nothing else. Now, if we do take a look here at this 4th corrective wave, we had an ABC structure right over there and getting dipped beneath these lows over here. So basically looking for that swing failure pattern from these lows to complete an ABC. Now it's very difficult because you know that you could go to much lower levels, but this is why if you attempt a long position at this range, you just need to have very good risk management. You need to get that acceptance above the range and potentially enter that trade, okay, to come and claim the highs right over here. As you can see, that 3-to-1 risk to reward scenario. This is a trade that I did enter in the Legends Trading community, of course. And on the latest trade scenario, we talked about this very strong resistance, okay? And now we will talk about the next setup. But why was this strong resistance? Of course, we have the April highs. We have a major daily level, untapped daily close and open level that are usually very good resistance zones. And look how we tapped that zone. And we were aware of the possibility in entering a short position at this level. The price has already dropped over $600 from that level. And how we traded this, of course, is getting the rejection with high volume, a nice high move to the downside, okay? And then getting the bounce to the 61878 Fibonacci retracement, knowing that that daily level and the April highs here, this white horizontal line, could push the price down in the immediate short term. So we hit that resistance, and the best way to trade this, of course, is wait for that pivot low to create that dead cat bounce from the movement down and have a potential short attempt in between the 618 and 78 Fibonacci. And this is where I said in the community, hey, there's a potential short trading scenario. Of course, we are fighting the trend here. If you're getting into this short, you know the deal. We manage our risk. You want to get into a smaller position than usual. If you are fighting the trend with stop loss here at the lows, and this is already making over a 2.5 risk to reward on that shorting scenario, okay? This was very much provided in the Legends trading community. Some of the people, of course, have been taking advantage of that short position, entering at the 31,150 and actually taking some pretty decent profits. Some with more leverage, some with less leverage, okay? But that is provided in the Legends trading community. Education, understanding where we are currently at with the market and how we can have very good risk management. So right now, what is the situation? The situation is very complex as we are hitting the April highs. We are hitting massive resistance zones. We could be ending the fifth wave here to the upside. As I mentioned with the community, all right, this could be the fifth wave. Is it going to be a double top, or are we going to have a much extended move in the coming weeks? Well, of course, there are several scenarios, but we need to understand that this is resistance. So if we can short with good risk management and make some profit, we will do that, okay? So what are the biggest support levels here? How can we understand the market structure right now? Well, taking a look here from the ultimate low level of that fourth wave, this being 1, 2, 3, 4, and now inside of the 5 wave. Has this fifth wave ended already? And we are going to create a much larger corrective move, getting beneath the fourth wave in the coming days. It is definitely possible, guys. It is definitely possible. We know to count the waves. We're very much aware of that next leg up, okay, on the latest videos. You know the deal. We were talking about the support levels. We were talking about the third wave. Yes, 29,200 could have been hit. But overall, we took advantage also of this long position right over here, not accepting that this could be an ABC. You can only do this with very good risk management. And of course, I am guiding the people on how to potentially do this. And if we're wrong, to not get burnt, okay? Because a lot of people get burnt. We do not want to get burnt. We have very good risk management. So now it is very complex, okay? If we do zoom in and we understand that we are inside of the fifth wave, if I do zoom in right here, there is a possibility that we could have one more wave to the upside, okay? The reason why, if this has been the fourth corrective wave, okay, and we are creating here 1, 2, 3 with this massive impulse, this could be still part of the fourth wave, all right? And then we could potentially have one more wave here to the upside. It's very difficult to see, to know if this is exactly going to happen, because this could have been the fourth wave and this could have been a fifth failed wave right there, not going to higher levels. So it's a little bit complex at this moment. And the reason why is because we're hitting a big resistance zone. We have tapped the April highs. We have tapped here this daily level from the consolidation that we had back in May of 2022. We are hitting resistance. We've had massive impulse to the upside. So I would not be surprised of getting a deep corrective move here. We've got the liquidity above this high already. Now, this is the moment where we need to be cautious. We cannot get extremely bullish. We cannot get extremely bearish, okay? It's a difficult point. However, we can make some gains with very good risk management and at this range, okay? We can make some gains with risk management if we know the deal. This is where I longed right over here. This is where I shorted. Obviously, always having the tight stop losses, but the losses compared to the wins are actually paying off. So not much more to be said in this episode. I do think that we could see one more leg up, okay, to claim the highs and go to higher levels. But we need to accept that if we start losing these lows over here, we could get into a much deeper correction. And the main reason why is this being the fifth wave on the higher time frames. This is the fifth wave on the higher time frames. And what I want to make you understand that this could be one wave only, okay? It's very possible that this could be only one wave out of 5 waves that are going to be coming in the next coming weeks, okay? That could actually take us to 35, 36, 38, 40, you name it, okay? We're just going to have to see the power of the market in the coming days, all right, to see where we're currently at and if we can go to higher levels, or this is going to be the top, all right, and we are going to start correcting. The way we can trade this, of course, I'm going to leave partially of that short position open, of course, just in case this is the top and we are going to go down. So it doesn't matter being right or wrong with the analysis. It's knowing exactly when to enter and when to protect, when to take profits. Of course, I've taken some profits of this short trade like the rest of the community, but it's always good to have some open just in case you do get that massive leg down, okay, for that correction from this phase over here, understanding that we could be creating, okay, a second wave here, very, very large, for then getting a massive third wave here to the upside, being inside that 5th wave. It's very confusing, guys. It's Elliott wave theory. I don't like talking about it on the videos because people are like, you know, what the hell is this guy talking about, right? It's very complex. We need to understand, you know, the ends of the waves, the you know, potential more extension, less extension, where we could be topping out. You know, this could be a topping phase and get into a larger corrective move right now, okay? So it's very complex, but technical analysis and trading is not the same. You know the deal. I'm in the short right now, looking for longs though. Make sure to join the Legends trading community if you want those daily updates. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.